there's this game I've just completely fallen in love with unexpectedly, and I just need to tell you guys about it. Yeah, it's Where Winds Meet. I honestly thought it was gonna satisfy the Assassin's Creed type shit I've been craving, but instead, it settled something completely different. This was everything I've wanted from an MMO, if it were a Souls-like. Only thing I really have a complaint about is the number of menus. It can be incredibly daunting, so I want to give you guys a heads up on what's what so you guys can enjoy the game without too much pressure. Let's go. So I've completely made a new character, so it's easier to show you guys what menus to look at, right? I basically rushed through the Qinghe story, and I'm just now at the Kaifeng. Level 33, well, level 4, I think. Yeah, there it is. Well, let's start with the top right. You can see there's a bunch of red. Oh, I hate the red dots, man. Anyway, so starting with the top right, the first one here is the Battle Pass. Claim your daily quests, weekly quests, and grab some free rewards. Always nice. This is the shop. All the good stuff here. You guys can use this at your own. This is the draw shop. This is the gacha mechanic in Where Winds Meet, and is where you get outfits. It's just basically outfits. Doesn't confer any power or any sort like that. This is the journal. This basically tracks your exploration. This is just to keep track. You know, when you get serious about exploration, this is the place to look. As you progress with aspects of exploration, you level up your area, and it's worth doing this because there are these things like at level 4 exploration here. It gives you this item that allows you to use your parkour abilities on that map. Hitting level 4 isn't too hard, so don't worry about it. You know, collect your oddities on your map, do the encounters that you come across. You'll get there, it's fine. Then the event page. This is where we see all our events currently going on. Right now, it's Jianghu Masha Games. Pretty fun. You guys can come to the page here and then queue up here, right? Just click on it faster here for the Elder Express. Fun little racing game. You can do it solo, or you can go multiplayer against the other players. Higher. This is probably my favorite one. It's a balancing act with as many players as you can get, to be honest. And by the end of it, it'll measure how long you guys get. Swallow's Bond, a mentor-mentee type thing. It gives you a beginner boost. Campaign Guide and Lumina Guide are your exploration events. These are there just to help you keep check of your current story progress and other aspects of exploration. This is your daily login. Just jump in here to claim. Don't worry if you miss a day, you can make it up. You can see here that I've missed a day, right? So in order to get this, all I have to do is earn adventure slips. And you earn adventure slips in multiplayer events, right? 150 adventure slips will give me 1 makeup point, and I can grab this day that I missed. Okay, moving on. A warrior's journey is another tab to keep track of your current progress, and it rewards you for doing so. Here, as you can see, I've completed the first one. You complete 8 quests of each section to get it ticked, and you get rewards as you do so. When you complete all of this, you unlock this outfit right here. Bound for the World is another aspect there to help you keep track of your character's gear progress, your power. You can see here you have 5 points of interest: character, martial arts, inner way, mystic skills, and gear. It gives you little quests to show you aspects of leveling each side. So for example, if I go to character, it's telling me to activate 3 harmony nodes, and those are the nodes you get from leveling your oddities. So yeah, this is a good place to check where you're missing in terms of power, and also how to progress said power. Weekly digest. This one here basically tells you if you have any energy that is currently full, and it points you in the direction of where to spend them. Also gives you weekly currency cap progressions. Okay, now into the main menu. Press escape or top right. You'll see a bunch of stuff. Now going to the bag. Here is your gear. You can see I have some gear pieces equipped. Basically, when we're just starting off, equip whatever has a green arrow on it. It'll boost your power up a little bit, allowing you to progress. Right? If you find yourself getting too full, you can see we have a certain amount of inventory, right? You just come into this menu, press X, then it allows you to recycle gear. It is safe to recycle your lower level gear. So see, I'm currently wearing tier 31 gear, right? So I'll just recycle off my tier 16 gear, for example, and I'll be Gucci. In the same menu is also your quick use menu. This is where you'll see your medicine, your divine craft, and a special item, which is the fishing rod for me here. A note on medicine, you can see that we have a limit of medicine. We recharge it by going to a boundary stone, right? These things here. Yeah, right here. These boundary stones, when we pass by them, we regen or pots. But if you don't have any pots, they won't regen. So you're going to have to go to the crafting menu, which is R, and brew some medicine. Materials are pretty easy to come by, especially if you're like just collecting whatever you see inside. You know, just press F. If there's something there to collect, you'll be fine. This is your main bag. You'll find a bunch of stuff here. Not really important to keep track of. Just know that when you get reward boxes, this is where they usually come. For example, my activity cosmetic chest that I got from the battle pass. Next is your develop menu. This ties into your character's strength, your abilities. These are your martial arts, right? So you can come in here and see what martial arts you're currently using, and you can also see how to obtain new martial arts. Currently, I'm running twin blades. You can see I haven't really leveled my nameless spear. That's because I'm gonna be looking for the mortal robe dart to pair up with my twin blades. To be fair, it's not too expensive to level up your weapon to like 30 or 40. So you can see it just costing me coin right now. So feel free to go ahead if you're testing weapons out, level them out. Great. So the inner way is basically your build. It is the essence of your build. You'll want to find 4 inner ways. This area is quite important, right? For me, it'll be Echoes of Oblivion, and everyone else will get Morale Chan and 2 others. It's also very important to note that these inner ways can be leveled up. You can see that we can break through them. If we click the breakthrough menu here, you can see that we can submit 10 materials, 10 notes that we get through gameplay to level these up. Now you can do this for the others as well. For example, Evening Snow, I could do that here. I have 7 right now, but you don't want to do that. Don't just willy-nilly click on these and level them up. Why? I'll show you why. You go to Tips Exchange here, and here we can buy chests specific to our gear, but the way to buy it is by pressing here, down here, X, obtain book tokens, and burning other notes of bills that we don't need, right? For example, let's burn these ones. I got 60 notes, right? I can now buy a specific gold chest. These refresh weekly, by the way. Specific for my build, which is bamboo cut, right? And then get notes that are specific to my build, right? I can then recycle this again and then buy them again. What I'm suggesting is you guys try, for now, don't level any of these inner ways. Just figure out which 2 martial art weapons you want to run, and then figure out your 4 main inner ways. When you do that, go over to the Tips Exchange, obtain the book tokens, lock the ones that are important to you. Morale Chant note here is important for everyone, so lock it here. Once that's locked, you can just auto add everything that's not locked and burn it for your book tokens. And then we have mystic skills. These also contribute to your build. Right now we're unlocking slots. You can see that I have 2 more slots that are still. The way we unlock it is in talents. In our talents, you can see here, I can unlock a mystic skill slot as we progress. We get talent points as we do the story, as we do side quests, and so on. Basically, as you level, don't worry too much where you put these points. You will get everything eventually. Back to it. Feel free, again, we're still leveling. Feel free to use all the mystic skills you get, figure out which mystic skills you like, which mystic skills do you like to keep on your bar. These get a bit more expensive down the line. I think around rank 3 to 4, it'll start really hurting your supplies. So try and focus on the important mystic skills for your build before looking at the others, I would say. If you're wondering where to get Ebon Iron from, these drop from chests as you explore, but more importantly, this is where you farm them. Outposts is where you go to farm. You can see that they drop 15 Ebon Iron per 20 energy spent as you play. Cool. Now let's look at the gear page. Like I said, for now, just level up. Just use whatever is has a green arrow on it because it's high level. And for this page right here, this enhances your gear slot, so not the gear itself. So feel free to level this whenever you have the material, because eventually all of this you want leveled up to the max, right? These enhancement materials, oscillating jades, you can get from a variety of places, which is shown here. Mainly it's going to come from your activities like your bosses and multiplayer activities like the 5-man and the 10-man. And then the talent page, which I showed you. For now, this is the most pertinent page for you. When you start your Heroes Realm and Sword Trials, this page will become important to you too. This is one of your biggest pages right here, the Wandering Path, right? This is where all your multiplayer activities as well as end game activities will fall under, right? At this level, we're not too worried about it, but just so you know where it is, if you go here to challenges, you can then see that this whole sword trial right here will be where your 5-man is. It's not joint battle, mind you. It'll be Cold Mountain Pass, Forging Years, and what everyone's currently on, the Crimson Dream Supreme, right? And then Heroes Realm, which I haven't unlocked because that unlocks at 51, right? That Heroes Realm will be your 10-man. Casual co-op is just a bunch of fun activities that you can do in the online world. Really recommend checking it out. They do give you adventure slips, these items right here, which you can then spend in the Wandering Path shop, right? There are some decent looking outfits here if you want to take a look at it. Here you'll also find your PvP and then your endgame abyss bosses. But that's a story for another day. Next, very important page here, the seasonal page. This game has seasons, and currently in the seasons we're earning this thing called Jade Fishes, right? You can earn, as you see, 23k fishes per week, which you should definitely do because it's very easy to get. Me personally, I can get it in a day or two, which you'll then spend in the season shop for a bunch of stuff. In fact, I'll just put up some infographics here. They'll help you see what's really important to pick up, and hopefully that'll help you guys. Sect page. Okay, so in Jianghu, in Where Winds Meet, you have these things called sects, right? These are factions in the world. So you don't have to join a sect immediately. As you can see, there's this thing called Sectless. You can still complete your Jianghu errands, which are your weekly quests. These are daily quests that progress your weekly reputation. You can still do these without being part of a sect. You can then spend them in the sect shop. So for the Sectless, you can see that these are the only things available to spend on, and other sects will have different items that you can spend on. Very useful. Yeah, I think those are all the menus that you guys should be aware of as you enjoy the game. Remember, right? Remember, you can enjoy this game completely by just turning off the entire UI if you wanted. It's that beautiful of a game, guys, right? Don't feel pressured by the dailies or the weeklies or other players, and go at your own pace and you'll find your footing in this game. They have a lot of catch-up mechanics for players that want to do the latest raid and stuff like that. You will get there. You'll get there, and I'll be here to help you guys, hopefully. If there's any content you guys would like me to cover, please let me know. Always down to help with that. I'll see you guys in the next video.